Hey. So I just did about 40 minutes over on Instagram, and I thought that I was live over here on Facebook. So my apologies, Facebook. So, hey, everybody, I'm author, speaker, and coach Kaywanda Lamb, aka the winning single mom. And I'm so excited to share a few tips with you tonight. I know I told you I was coming on at 7. I thought I was on, and turns out I was just in preview mode. So this is my first time actually doing it on the laptop. I'm usually on my cell phone. So we'll make it work. We'll make it work. So I told you ladies that we had 2 topics to choose from because I want to start doing the mom chat every Sunday from 7 p.m. to about 7:15, 7:30, and just to come in and encourage you and ignite you to rise up in the single mom life, right? And so if you don't know me, I'm an author, speaker, coach. I've authored 2 books for single mothers. I coach single moms in the areas of love, parenting, and money. And I love talking about 3 topics. And again, that's love, parenting, and money. How to get our money together, how to make sure we're raising great babies, and how to win in love, right? And so tonight, you guys chose the topic. You said you wanted to talk about how to find time for you. And so I literally just talked about 40 minutes over on Instagram, and my apologies because I really thought that I was on both. And so I want to make sure that I value your time and give you some good tips. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right. So if you know anything about me, you know that I am passionate about single parenting and single parenting well and living a good life and not, being ho-hum and woe is me, but really saying, how can I raise great babies and how can I still live the most amazing, fun-filled, go-getter, magical life, right? And I believe that I figured out how to do that. And I like to talk to you guys about how you can do it too, right? And so for 6 years, I've been a blogger over at kaywandalamb.com. And again, I'm the single parenting expert because I've been doing this thing about 19 years by myself. And not only because I'm a single mom, but I'm also an educator. And so just like I do when I'm teaching people Spanish, I use backwards design. And backwards design allows me to look at where I want you to go and figure out how to get you there. And so I've pretty much backwards designed my life. When I wrote both of my books, I thought about how do I get somebody else to this happy place, right? And then I gave you the steps to do it. And so tonight, our topic is how to find time for you. So I thought about that and I said, how do I get you to figure out how to make time for yourself? And I used backwards design, right? And I looked at my life and how I do it and how I got to that place because I was a hot mess in my early 20s. I was always late. I'd be on time sometimes, but I was late for work. I was late for work because I had to bring the whole house with me and I had to be perfect mom. And I couldn't figure out how, even though I was getting up like 2 hours ahead, I was still late, right? There were some things that I was doing with my time. And that's why I'm telling you it's so important for you to really take a good look at what you're doing with your time right now, because you're doing something with it and you're just not thinking about it. But those are moments that you could be using for yourself, for your peace of mind, for you to be working on your vision, for you to be working on your dreams, for you to be getting some rest, right? And so you've got to learn how to do that. All right, so tip 1 is you've got to believe that you deserve this time. See, I was, super pushover when I had my boys. I was just this nice, sweet, naive person, and I couldn't figure out how to tell people no. I was a good little Christian girl. So, saying no was just going to be evil, right? No, saying no is life-saving, it's sanity-giving, and it's a necessary must, right? And I learned that after I, became disgruntled and was angry on the inside. And I was like, I don't want to do this, and I want to say no, but I can't, And so people would be like, you're so nice and so awesome. Oh, Katie will do it, because that's my nickname. Katie will do it. And I'd be like, oh, yes, I'll do it. So when you start having those feelings, that's a sign you might want to just say no, right? We don't want to blow up on people. We don't want to go off on folks. We want to do things that help us move the needle on our goals and dreams. And yes, we want to enjoy friends and family, but not all the time. So learn how to say no. All right. So believe you deserve it because you do. There was a time when I thought I had to be perfect, just perfect. Because my kid's dad wasn't there, I thought, oh, I had to be everything to them and give them everything and go everywhere and have all these experiences. And it was wearing me out. You really have to work on your mindset to believe that you deserve it. You wouldn't believe the women that I coach who are just like, I don't deserve a good man. I don't deserve to make more money. I don't deserve to be loved. Yes, you do. So start there. Believe that you deserve this time to yourself. Believe that it's okay. Now you've got to get you there. I can tell you, but you've got to get you there. So do the work to get you there to where you're like, I should have 2 hours a day to myself. If that's what you want, then sis, you're going to have it, right? You have to believe it. You have to say it first, and then your mind starts showing you how you can have it. But first you got to say it and believe it, right? All right, number 2, I want you to do what I've been asking you to do, and I want you to make this big old shift. And you say, Kaywanda, how can I shift in my mindset? Well, first of all, you've got to look at the actual hours you have, and then take a close look to see what you're doing, right? Like right now, I'm doing a Facebook Live. I've made time in my schedule to do this. There are some things I could be doing. There's some places I could be, but I want to be right here. This is where I want to be. So I had to shift my schedule so I could do this. Does it make sense? And so things that are important to you, you need to make sure are done. And things that aren't important, you need to be able to say no to those things so that you can have more rest, more time, more thinking time, right, for you. Number 3, I want you to reduce the stress and the overwhelm. So Cameron, this is my kid. I know it's almost 8. I'm coming. We watch Game of Thrones at 8 o'clock on Sunday nights. And trust me, I was shocked that these boys even knew what it was. Turns out they had been watching this for years. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to fight a different battle. I'm not going to fight this one because I'm actually a Game of Thrones fan. So he's trying to let me know it's starting because, we just watch it together. And the Night King hopefully shows up tonight. But I want you to reduce the overwhelm and the stress, because I know that at certain points we all have it, right? Even I have it. And I have to be like, hold up. Y'all better push back. That's my favorite phrase. I'm from Louisiana. Push back. Hold up, you're doing too much, right? No, I am not getting stressed and overwhelmed about something that doesn't matter, right? So we've got to be able to say, give yourself 5, 10, 15 seconds, whatever it takes to decompress. I always tell people there's always another way. Reduce the overwhelm. Stop dreading things and tackle it head on, right? A lot of times what we're stressed about isn't even real. It's what we think is going to happen. So when you can start doing that, you'll start seeing there's more time, because we're wasting time worrying when we can handle the thing or confront the thing, okay? Number 4, I want you to actually check your schedule. So I always have a journal. Always. I always have something to write with. If I don't have a journal, I am really ticked because I love having those. Then I have this handy dandy thing so I can put notes in it, right? I use my Google Calendar. I use the one that comes in the phone. I'm always looking at my time. And so when people ask me, hey, can you do this? Can you be here? Can I interview on this date? I'm like, oh, yeah, I got time. Nope, I got this. I mean, being on a schedule is a really good thing. And it's also good because I know when I have breaks, and I know when I have do nothing days, and I know when I have moments to do just what I want. Listen, I am telling you, there is freedom in looking at your schedule. Stop dreading it and stop saying you don't have the time, and look at it, face it head on and make it. So my tip 5 is, now that I've helped you kind of think about why you think you have no time and where your time might be going, I want you to make it. You have to be unapologetic about your life. This is your life. This is the commodity that we don't get back. These minutes keep passing and they don't return to us. So it is high time that we stop giving our hours and our minutes and our seconds to people and things that don't matter. So, hey, I see y'all talking over here. Hey, Nikita, absolutely, girl. A balanced life. And, we talk about work-life balance a lot because as women, we tend to be the ones that are always taking care of the kids, even if you're in a two-parent household. Yes, dads, I know y'all help too sometimes. Yes, in certain ways, right? And so shout out to those guys who help keep it balanced and, who may even do more. But when it comes to women, we tend to be wearing a lot of hats, right? And the workplace hasn't shifted to, stop talking about it. So we're always talking about, home life, right? Work-life balance. And it's up to us to make it. The last point I left our Instagram family with when I did this over there, when I thought I was broadcasting it over here, was you have to really stop being apologetic about needing time for you. You know what I mean? Because I was that person. I would be giving everything to everybody else and have nothing left for myself. And you have to simply say, I'm going to make time for what matters. And if building a business is what matters to you, make time for it. If going back to school is what matters for you, make time for it. If inviting good love into your life this year is important to you, make time for it. But we have got to stop saying there is no time, because that's a lie. So let me tell you real quick where I found out I was losing time. Now, this is no shade to TV because I'm about to go watch a little show right now, but literally legit, I watch probably 3 hours of TV a week. That's how I'm able to build a business. That's how I'm able to see clients. I also see clients on Saturdays, only in the morning, right? Morning to afternoon, and then the rest of the day is mine. Bam, nothing else is scheduled. Okay, Sundays are mine. I might do a client session on a Sunday evening, just depends. Okay, I get to choose what I do with my time. You get to choose for the most part. I know we all have work, right? Those hours are that. But you get to choose with what you do before and what you do outside. And if we're sitting somewhere passively, just listening and being entertained, right? What could we be doing that's moving our family forward, moving us forward toward our destiny, right? I had to learn how to take my time back from those places. I used to do a lot at my church, right? And it was good, and I'm glad that I did that. I used to teach ESL classes, and I would do that every Wednesday night. So it wasn't every day of the week, but I had to commute there. I had to commute back. It was, 1 hour ended up being like a 2.5 hour thing, right? And then we were always talking before and always talking after. And so that was something I made time for, right? And then when I took my time back from doing that, that time went into me writing the first 2 books that I wrote and published. Okay, because I had to say, this is a season where it's time for me to do this. This is a season where I need to focus, right? I need to hone in on what's important. And so I'm going to leave you with, and if you have questions over here, hey, Catherine, love you, girl. Great job. Oh, miss you too. Make time. The time is there. Oprah said something like this, and I need to look up the actual quote, but I was watching an interview she did one time, and people were like, how did you get to be this billionaire? How did you get to be this top woman in broadcasting and journalism? And how did it happen for you? And, did you have any foresight and all of that? And she said, I just ask myself every time when there's an opportunity, what's the next highest and best use of my time? What's the next? That's it. That keeps you focused. And even me, I've had to learn how to step back and say, what's the next highest and best use of my time, right? Even now I'm in a situation where I'm asking myself that, and that has caused me to make the next right choice and the next right move. So we can't be so focused on pleasing everybody else that we leave no time and nothing for ourselves. And that includes our kids, period. Does that make sense to y'all? All right, so I have talked an hour. And I meant to talk 15-30 minutes, but I pray that this has blessed you. So if this has resonated with you, share it with somebody, share it with a mom who needs to hear this, share it with a dad who needs to hear this. I'll be coming back next Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time now that I know how this works, right? And we'll be able to chat and exchange and comment And I want to invite you to join me over at kaywandalamb.com. That's my home on the web. And also, if you're not following me, to follow me here when you watch this video. But it is my desire to ignite and equip every single mom on this planet to know that she can do this thing. And even our single dads, while you're parenting, right? While you're parenting alone, that you can be encouraged, that you can actually be successful, that you can raise great babies, you can find good love, you can level up in your income, you can chase your dreams, you can have the life that you want. You really can, but it starts here. It starts here. Once we get it fixed here, we start walking it out in reality. And so one of the key pieces for you right now is to figure out how you're spending your time and to learn how to take that time back. There's some things that are good, there's some things that are important, and there's some things that you need to say no to. Obviously, I want you to take those things that you need to say no to and put them over in the not today column. And those things that are good, I need you to put them closer to that not today column. And only the things that are important are the things that you need to be putting your time toward. And sometimes it's hard. It's hard to say no, but it's the best thing for you because you have a destiny and your family needs you, right? And you need your family. And so how do you do all the things you need to do? How do you show up and be excellent, right? You got to use your time wisely. All right, so blessings, blessings, blessings. I invite you to join me at kaywandalamb.com. There's a nice freebie there, and for you to get on the mailing list to hear more about what's coming up. I am going to be speaking in June in Maryland for a nonprofit by the name of Just Living Advocacy. I'm so excited. We'll be sharing details about that this week. But I'm so excited to meet the moms in the DMV. If you're in the DMV area, stay tuned. Get ready to get your tickets. It's going to be fabulous. I think it's over in Annapolis at this beautiful space. Can't wait for y'all to see it. Can't wait to meet so many of you. I'll be giving you more information about the podcast that I've been working on, and then also how to join me in the Single Mom Success Academy this summer. And so much goodness is coming your way. And just like when Oprah had to say, what's the next highest and best use of my time? You've got to decide what's the next highest and best use of your time, your talent, your gifts, your resources, because this is life. And it is slowly, second by second, ticking away, right? Or should I say quickly? And so you've got to say, what do I want to do with the time I have left? How do I want to leave a legacy? How do I want to make sure me and my babies have the dream that I have in here, but we feel it in reality? You've got to get to work, mama. You've got to get to work, and you can do this. And so I'm here to help. So if you got questions for me, hit me up. Hit me a messenger. Come see me over at kaywandalamb.com. I'm going to go watch Game of Thrones and see what's happening. And I hope that this has been beneficial to you. I'll come back on a little bit later this week and do a little recap. And listen. Prepare tonight to win this week. Prepare tonight. Take some time. Look at your schedule. Do what I'm asking you to do. Really just say, listen, I'm going to say no this week to everybody that asks me and say yes to me because I deserve it. Can you do that? Start saying no more and saying yes to you. All right? God bless you. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.